Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at Windows 11 build 22000.1 and let's get into this. There's now you now can open Microsoft Teams, which is this box right here. This has been added in this build. Their new this flyout menu is now matching the visuals with Windows 11, so that's good to see. They added the ability to quickly access the focus assist settings from the notification center. Find the notification center. Um, I think I have to turn them on. Maybe I don't have any. Anyways, that is the thing. So apps that require attention there in the background will flash on the taskbar like they do normally in Windows 10 and previous versions. But now once it'll have this little white banner here. You see my OBS, it's still white. This will flash orange instead of having the entire box flash. I personally don't care much about it, but that's alright. I chose keyboard option in the taskbar has been it should be more consistent with the other icons. I don't have that enabled right now. The taskbar counter file will now fully collapse down when clicking here. This. There's new Microsoft Store update. It's widgets. Oh. Well, turns out I don't have my Wi-Fi connected on here. It's alright. But they do have a new store option. Then fixed the issue causing Explorer.exe with the crash when the date and time when the taskbar was clicked. To access new notifications when it was turned off. They added the missing icons in the context menu. They have an issue that was making the clock and the taskbar get stuck in out of sync. Personally have that on my Windows 10 computer. Address the Explorer.exe crash that could happen after resuming from standby. Realize the volume icon. They addressed an issue where the progress bar below app icons in the taskbar was not displaying. In some cases, clicking on the taskbar when either start or search is open will now make them dismiss. Before that, obviously did not. If you tap the taskbar icons using touch, you now should see the same icon animation as visible when using the mouse. I don't have touch on this computer, so I can't show you that. The lunar calendar should now no longer overlap the numbers in this menu. The date at the top of the calendar flyout should now follow your preferred format and not the format matching your display language. You see, I have date, month, time, or year. Yeah, see day, month. See here. If the start menu is open when hovering over the task view, the window will now appear above the start menu instead behind it. Right-clicking task view will now make the preview window dismiss, so you can actually use the context menu. It fixed an issue where if you click on a snap group in the taskbar, it might not bring all the icons, all the app windows after docking and undocking from the OBS website here. So we can go here and here. So what else? Right-clicking task view will now. Oh, we already talked about that one. The icons used for the on-off indicators in the taskbar are now consistent sized. Signing out and back in when battery saver is loading should no longer result in taskbar becoming transparent. Oh, it's a strange one, but I guess it was a problem. Migrating an issue where making the network icon sometimes unexpectedly not show in the taskbar. The taskbar previews will no longer draw off screen after upgrading to this build. So now this is the settings issues they fixed. They fixed an issue causing multiple buttons and some options and settings not to work in the previous version, including go back and reset your PC under recovery, enable developing mode, rename PC, and enabling remote desktop, which is strange because I was able to rename my PC because I tested that in another build. The page titles and settings should no longer be drawing too high up and off the screen. Searching for add and remove programs and settings should now return to the expected settings screen. They've done some work to help search and settings a little bit faster. They addressed an issue causing crashes in settings when interacting with the Windows section. They fixed an issue that could make settings crash on launch. I have had that happen. Fixed an icon rendering issue in power and battery savings. Fixed reliability issues in the language region page and settings. I've also had that problem. Made a change to help address the problem where the preview and personalization settings sometimes unexpectedly show you were using a black wallpaper when you weren't. Again, had that problem. Glad they fixed it. The font used in the lock screen settings preview should now match the actual lock screen. Fixed a bug making all icons and quick settings appear unexpectedly flipped for people using the Arabic display language. It didn't really apply to me. Using the brightness slider and quick settings should now show a number as you're adjusting, like it does with volume. File Explorers settings issues they fixed. Using mouse to open the context menu in the File Explorer and on the desktop should no longer display keyboard focus rectangle on first launch. They tweaked the context menu to address feedback that sometimes sub-menus were unexpectedly closing when you're trying to use them. Used a flicker where you could see become new item in the context menu. Don't quite know. This was not one I personally tested because this was kind of a little bit more cryptic to me about what they did. I trust them. Most of these, except like the Arabic flipped ones, right? I did test and they did look like they were working correctly. They did some work on the context menu, positioning logic so that submenus can no longer appear partially off screen. They fixed two issues impacting Explorer.exe reliability when bringing up the context menu, including when right-clicking a zip file. and they addressed an issue of causing the option from start option when right-clicking an app not to work. A couple more things they fixed in the search menu. Fixed an issue making the search window, the search shadow to appear boxy. You can see most of these windows here. Let's go back here to search, right? Not boxy, it has a little bit of shadow, not boxy anymore, which I'm glad they fixed. They adjusted the positioning of the search window when the taskbar is left aligned, so it matches the start. Now let's talk about this taskbar being left aligned, because I did not talk about this. It made people mad that you could not left align. Personally, I like mine left aligned, but that's an option. Oh. That's a weird one. See, I brought my Discord with yeah, so this is like can turn this off. Yeah. Anyways, I don't care much for that. I just knew that was a thing. But left align. This is what I was talking more like left align. I personally like this more. This is fine. I like this better. But that's just gonna be stuck, isn't it? There we go. They addressed an issue when that was displaying when hovering over the search icon. The taskbar was in sync with what actually would launch. If you launch websites using search, those should now be properly displayed in the recent searches. They made a change to address an issue where some people were unexpectedly not seeing the brightness slider in quick settings after upgrading their version. This is in the widgets menu. The most useful are useless when settings in here. Who needs widgets? I know I'm off. I know I'm in connection right now, but I personally not even touched the widgets other than playing around with it, seeing if something's broken or whatever, so I can send that to the development team. I've never used widgets, and I have absolutely no reason to use widgets since I'm using a Windows computer. I have widgets on my phone, right? Like I have the NASCAR widget to see who wins the races. I have the Google Calendar widget, and I have the weather app widget. That's all I need. That's in reality all I want. So I don't need anything on my computer because I just look up on my phone, and that's the end of the day. Most people who have a computer will have a phone. Not saying all, but most people have a cell phone who have a computer, especially running Windows 11. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Anyways, let's go after the next one. They fixed an issue resulting in the widgets configurations not getting saved and being reset every so often. The widgets board and content should now be sized for correct screen resolution when using multiple monitors. They addressed an issue where sign-in wasn't working for widgets in some scenarios, and they made another fix to address the clock in the widgets board not following the preferred format. Other, these are like miscellaneous ones. Device security should no longer say standard hardware security not supported for people with support hardware. That was a glitch. I'm glad they fixed it. With this build, the access keys for Win plus X should now appear consistently. The fingerprint sign-in should no longer stop working after rebooting your PC. Again, I don't have fingerprint sign-in, so I don't have to worry about that. They addressed the accessibility issue where keyboard focus would disappear from start after pressing Tab and Shift Tab. They fixed the bug causing the informational pop-ups and voice typing not to dismiss. They fixed an infinite loop, making some devices hang during shutdown. They made an adjustment to help address an issue causing the title bar to not render correctly with certain applications. They made a fix to stop the wallpaper from flashing when switching between desktops. They updated the snap layout menu to now use for the default animation for Flash, so just appearing. They addressed an issue. They were making sticky notes and to do crash and on launch. They fixed a memory leak that was happening when rotating your device, rotating the device back and forth between landscape and portrait mode. They made a change to address an issue where text could sometimes become truanced in message dialogue. They fixed the window borders should now be displayed correctly when using high contrast. Not turning off show shadows under windows. A performance option should now actually turn off the shadows under windows. Let's actually go see it. This is one I did not actually look for. Where's this? So performance options. Yeah. There it is. I'm gonna keep popping up as they made some tweaks to fix an issue where context menus and tooltip were appearing far away from the mouse when using the Arabic display language. Must have fixed off Arabic this last couple times. This last build. They addressed an issue where the network icons on the lock screen and login screen were not consistent with one another. Now, here are some known issues that are still occurring. As always, if you do get this build for Windows 10 or when installing an update, some features may be removed. Right. In the start menu, in some cases, you're unable to see enter text when using search from the start taskbar. And the system in Windows Terminal is missing when right-clicking on the Start button. In the taskbar sometimes flicker when switching input methods. In settings, links to specific settings pages are not navigating to the correct page. When launching the settings app, a blue green flash may appear. That happens every so often for me, not once in a while, but not always. When using quick settings to modify accessibility settings, the settings UI may not save the selected date, and settings will crash when clicking face recognition under sign-in settings. Again, I don't have that problem because I don't have that. In File Explorer, Explorer.exe is crashing the loop for insiders using the Turkish display language when the battery charges at 100%. Again, I don't use Turkish display language, I don't have to worry about that. The context menu sometimes doesn't render completely and ends up truanced, and clicking a desktop icon or context menu may result in the wrong item being selected. In the search menu, there's a lot of issues they found. I've been reporting a lot on this stuff. After clicking the search icon of the taskbar, the search panel may not open. When you hover your mouse over the search icon of the taskbar, recent searches may not be displayed, and search panel may not appear the correct color and may not display any content below the search box. The widgets menu. The widgets board may appear empty. Launching links in the widgets board may not invoke apps to appear. And widgets may be displayed in the wrong size on external monitors. In the store, they're working to improve search relevance to the store. The install button may not be functional yet in some scenarios, and the rating reviews are not available for some apps. Windows security, text is not displayed correctly in the UIC dialog. Not using the English US setting. Automatic sample submission is unflexibly turned off when you restart your PC. Windows Hello, which is like the face recognition system they have to open up your PC, may show an error saying something went wrong when attempting to sign in after upgrading. And in the localization settings, there is an issue with some people that may be missing translations from their user experience for a small subset of languages running the latest builds. Windows Sandbox, the taskbar will crash continuously in Windows Sandbox. And that is it for this build. It's a pretty big build. A big build though, as we went over to the 22s. We went from 21s to 22s. So I believe that is a bigger change, if I'm correct. So I'm glad they got this change out. Again, I'll be running a lot of stuff with this, but until next time, you all have a good one.